sentiment analysis over the tweets. um, so we have, this is the input as a tweets, and this is the link from where we can get the tweet data, and I have done it into the Google Colab using the Python. So this is the required library which I have imported. So I'll run this one first. So all the library has been imported. So I have imported, I can tell you in the brief, like the pandas, numpy, re is a regular expression for the matching string, NLTK, and then sklearn for machine learning libraries, and for the stemming I have used Porter stemmer, and also I have used word cloud to plot the image, and this is for the matplotlib and seaborn for SNS to plotting the data. And I have defined the global variable as a stop words because we have to remove the data from the tweets. So this is the link from where we are getting the data, and we are saving it to the data frame that is called and I have defined this one as a variable data. So the in the data we have a data frame which has recorded all the value from this CSV file, and this is the view of the top 5 and bottom 5 row of the data. So we have a ID as a ID as a column, label as a column, and tweet as a column. So ID is nothing but the unique identifier for each row, and we can see like we have a 31,962 row and 3 columns. So now I'm going to find it out like what is the label. So after doing the analysis we found out like we have a, I have done the group by label and the count. So we have a label value 0. For the 0 we have a 29,720 records, and for the label as a 1 we have a 2,242 records. So based on the data we have figured it out like the label, it has a two value, either 0 or 1. The 0 have a positive sentiments as per the tweets, and the 1 has a negative sentiments as per the tweets. This is the data types of the column, and this one I have plotted for like how many how many records we have with the 0 label, and how many columns sorry, how many row we have of as a 1 label. So this is 0 is for like positive sentiments, so this one has a tall compared to the negative sentiments. So basically I don't want any value like we have a identifier as a ID, so we don't need anything from the ID, like this is the unique, just a unique identifier for the row, so we are deleting the ID as a column. So after deleting, this is the lookup, like this is how we can see the data. So we have a label and the tweets. Then we have defined a Then I have defined a function in which the input is a string and the output is also a string. First we are changing into this one into the lower in case. Then we are checking whether in the tweets we have any like HTTPS or HTTP link. So we are removing the links. Then also we are removing the user, like the one which has been associated with the at reference and the hash. So basically we are removing the user reference and the hashtag value. Then I'm removing the punctuation from the tweets. Then I'm looking for the I'm doing the tokenize here, like I'm doing the word tokenize and saving that data into the tweet tokenize. Then I'm filtering like if this is not in, if it's not into, if it's into the stopwords, I'm not taking that value, so I'm removing the stopwords from here. Then I'm removing the numeric ones, like only the alphanumeric I'm taking, considering that words here. And then I'm doing the Potter stemmer, so I'm stemming the words, and then I'm lemmatizing the words, and at the end I'm passing only the lemma words, like and this is the type of the string. So I'll run this one. So here I'm what I'm doing, I'm just selecting only the label has a value 0, that is the positive sentiments. So this is the data for the positive sentiments, and this is the data for the negative sentiments, for which the label has a value 1. Then I'm counting for both, for positive and negative sentiments. The positive is of course a lot more than the negative sentiments. Here I'm changing into the strings, the positive tweets and the negative tweets. And this is like I'm passing the positive tweets into the function which we have defined, like so it will do the pre-processing of the tweet data, and it will return into the POS words and the and NEG words, like the POS stand for the positive words and NEG stand for negative words. Here is the length for both classification, like the positive words and the negative words. Then here I am finding the frequency of the positive tweets. This is the frequency of the positive tweets, so it's already pre-processed. So if you can see, like the day we have occurrence of 1887, this is the plot of the positive tweets as per the words and the counts, and this one is for the negative words, and here is the plot for it. And here I'm doing the word cloud. So I'm plotting the image for all the words which has come up into the positive sentiments tweet, and as per the frequency it will be highlighted here. So this is the word count for the positive sentiments. The same way I am doing for the negative sentiments. So these are the words which is for the negative sentiments. And so after doing this analysis, like now I'm passing all the data tweets to the pre-processed tweet text function, and I'm saving the same data into the data tweet. So so after the pre-processing, I'm saving the information into the data frame and under the tweet label. Like after processing, I will get the data like this. Like we have done the stemming and lemmatization, and we have removed the stop words, we have removed the punctuation and everything. So this is how the data will look like. Then here I have defined a function in which we'll get the feature vector. So this is like nothing but TF-ID. So we have vectorized the data. So whatever we are getting here as a tweet, I'll pass it here and I'll change into the vector. So here what I am doing, only the, like we know the column 1, that is nothing but a tweet. We are part we are passing into the get feature vector function here, and it will change it and it will convert into the vector and it will pass it to the TF vector. So now we have a TF vector, and using the TF vector we are transforming it to 1D array. So we have I'm and that one I am storing as a x because that is the one which will decide whether it's the positive and negative one. And here we have a y, so we are not going to do anything, like we are not going to transform anything, we are just changing into the one dimensional array, and that is storing into the y. And using the train and test split, we are converting the input data into test and train data, and sizing is like 0.2%. So 80% the data will be the train and 20% data will be that for the testing, and the random state is 30, so it will randomly decide which data will be for train and which one will be for testing. And I've used logistic regression for to model this data. So and here like and I have fitted the data with the X train and the Y train. So it has been fitted and it has been trained with the X train and the Y train. And this is the intercept and the coefficient of the model which we got. And here it is like I'm passing the test data here to test how accurate this model it is. And the accuracy score for this model is 94.75%. So this is how we are doing the sentimental analysis of the Twitter data. Thank you.